So welcome back to the QC. I'm Swanka Burnett, your host. We have a very special guest with us today, Vegas PG. Hi, Vegas. How are you?
Hi, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Welcome to episode 7 of Quality Control. We're going to be discussing Wonder Woman 84. Full spoilers. So if you didn't see the movie yet, click away now because we're going to be talking about, anything and everything related to the movie. So Vegas, tell us your reaction. What are your thoughts on Wonder Woman 84?
So I know it hasn't been out long, but I kept hearing a lot of not so positive things about it. So I was a little worried, to be honest, when I finally did watch it. And I don't think it was nearly as bad as people were saying. I thought it was really cute. It was really sweet. I'd probably watch it again. I think Chris Pine totally stole the movie, but I
Gotcha.
liked it.
Gotcha. Yeah, no. So I didn't hate the movie, but I really my thing is there's so many comic book movies that are coming out, superhero movies. Just constantly we're getting just bombarded with these films, right? So each time one comes out, when I go into it as a movie reviewer, I look at it and I say to myself, is this bringing anything different to the landscape? Is this movie trying to be different? Is that are they trying anything interesting or different as far as their approach? And with Wonder Woman 84, I really didn't get that sense. I really felt, a lot of very samey kind of a feel for the movie. It's very competently made. I mean, the special effects were fine and the acting was fine. I mean, Gal Gadot is amazing, and I like
She's
Chris Pine as
beautiful,
well.
yeah.
Kristen Wiig is a great actress and very funny, and I like her a lot. But I have a hard time recommending Wonder Woman 84 because it's just feels like a lot of the same stuff that we've seen in a lot of other movies. And, I was honestly kind of bored. I mean, I thought what they did with Pedro Pascal and what he was doing with the kind of seemed like some Donald Trump allegory stuff going on was kind of interesting. And, it's not a terrible movie. It's just, for me, my main thing is when I'm looking at specifically comic book movies, because there's so many and we have so many options, I really do look for something different or something to make it stand out. And I just didn't feel like I got that with Wonder Woman. I also feel like, it was 2.5 hours. I don't know if that needed to be 2.5 hours. I feel like it could have been 2 hours and that would have been
long.
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it was long. I agree with that.
Yeah. So, but what do you think about what I just said? Do you agree with any of that stuff or disagree? What's your take?
I actually do agree with a lot of what you just said. I feel, for me, the special effects, I was not impressed. I felt like it was way too fake. And I really I know Wonder Woman is fantastical and she can keep up with Superman and everything, but I really wanted her to be a little bit more human. And they really made her sort of superhuman, which I guess is kind of the point. But like her running scenes, I felt they were just so fake, and I was so upset about that. You know what I mean? I feel like they could have done so much better with the special effects and with the CGI, knowing what we have available to us today. In that respect, I was probably the most disappointed.
Gotcha. What did you think of Pedro Pascal and Kristen Wiig's character?
So I thought Kristen Wiig, I like her. I think she's a great actress. She's incredibly funny. She's got great comedic timing. I thought she was a strange choice for this role because it wasn't a comedic role, if that makes sense. And I think she did a fine job, but I think maybe she wasn't the best choice. And I think that as an anti-hero or a villain, I think Pedro Pascal did a good job. I mean, it's relevant for today. It's probably what a lot of people are feeling. So I feel like they tried to tap into that emotional selfishness and maybe give you a good moral for the story. So, I mean, I think that was good.
Gotcha. Would you, if someone was just asking you, should I go and see this movie, what would be your response to that?
I probably wouldn't see it in the theater. I'm glad that I didn't.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I think my recommendation would be if you were going in expecting Wonder Woman 84 to be different and to kind of like stand out from the rest of the pack as far as comic book movies, if you're going in expecting that, you'll be disappointed. It's still a good watch. I mean, the fact that you can watch it at home and you know, whatever HBO Max is, I don't know, was it $10-15 a month? You
Love
know,
that.
which you'd probably have anyway. Yeah, definitely, it's worth a watch. But you know, I don't know if I could recommend people to run out and watch it in theaters. And that disappoints me because I like Gal Gadot, I like Patty Jenkins,
Hmm.
I love the comic book genre, of course.
Yeah.
So I want these movies to do well, and this is actually kind of a big deal for the movie industry because this is the first, really the not really, but I mean it is the first blockbuster, legitimate blockbuster to go day and date streaming, right? So
Yep.
this is going to kind of set the tone for moving forward, and
Hmm.
I guess we'll see how well it did, as far as HBO Max new subscriptions and whatnot, but
Hmm.
I don't know if this is if you're looking for what will be considered a great movie to kind of launch that. I don't know if this was the one,
Yeah.
but I guess we'll find out. But overall, again, not a bad movie. Just didn't really stand out to me in any meaningful way. Then, and I really thought the first one was better. Also, if I had to choose which one was better. So yeah,
I think for me, they're kind of the same. They're kind of equal because I was actually pretty disappointed with the first one. I didn't like their choice of villain, and I again felt the CGI was lacking. I left that theater super disappointed. And maybe I wasn't quite as disappointed because I was at home and I could watch it on my time. I actually paused it halfway through the movie, went upstairs, took a shower, and was like, I need to relax, come back downstairs and finish the movie. So, I mean, I guess that says something about it too. I didn't watch it all in one go. So,
gotcha. What did you think about the after credit scene with Linda Carter?
um, I almost hate to say it, it was my favorite scene in the whole movie.
No, I get it. I mean, how old is she? She's looked really good.
She's amazing,
She's got to be in her 60s, right?
easily, if not
Yeah.
older. But holy cow, that I was so excited. I was so excited about that.
Yeah, I thought
I
that was
almost jumped up. I was like, oh my God.
yeah, I thought that was really cool too. And I wonder if like, they gave her a name, and I wonder if she's going to be maybe in the subsequent films if they make a Wonder Woman 3. I would think they would. But I think that would
What
be
would
kind of
be
cool.
interesting is if they skip the Wonder Woman 3 and go straight to her story.
That would be different to do a superhero movie with the main character being a senior citizen. I mean,
Right?
it hasn't been done,
But why
so
not, right?
you know what I mean?
Maybe,
It'd
I mean,
be
if we're changing things, why not change everything?
yeah, and I mean to the point that I've been making the whole time is you want to see something different on screen. That would certainly be a different approach, So I
Hmm.
don't think they're going to do that, but I'm kind of
Uh,
curious now to see what the internet thinks and what they're talking about as far as her potential involvement moving forward. So yeah, yeah. So any final thoughts on Wonder Woman 84? Anything you want?
I don't think it was. Well, it definitely wasn't a terrible movie. It was entertaining for what it was, and
Agreed.
especially if you're a Wonder Woman fan, which I have uh, a friend who is a Wonder Woman fan, and she absolutely loved it. So in that respect, I guess it does her justice, the character. Um, but I mean, overall, as you said, it wasn't anything new. It wasn't sensational, and it wasn't like, oh my God, I need to watch this again.
Agreed. And I also have had a lot of friends that I see. I have a lot of friends who are also movie reviewers who have given it pretty high reviews. And, I'm not disagreeing with those people or saying they're wrong, but I think people that are giving it that high review, I don't think they have very high expectations for their movies. That's kind of how I would kind of summarize it, which is not a bad thing necessarily. It's just I for me to recommend a movie, I have to see something in it that, makes it feel like it's, you know, unique in some way or add something, and
Hmm.
I didn't get that with Wonder Woman. So cool. Well, Vegas, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Appreciate you sharing your insights. Hope to have you on again in the future.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, yeah. And so that pretty much concludes episode 7 of Quality Control. Keep it locked to the QC for all your movie review and entertainment needs. thequickcritic.com, and also a Real Quick Critic on Instagram and The Quick Critic on Facebook. See you at the next one. Peace.